All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachachudash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect in the 1/3, and Lord's will this lesson will be edifying and exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachachudash, and the water. Yahweh Bashem Shai, forgive me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, Rome wasn't built in one day, but will fall in one. All right. And pretty much just want to go into some prophetic scriptures pertaining to the downfall of the virgin daughter Babylon the Great. Okay. As we also know that, Babylon also exercises the power of the first beast, and the first beast is speaking about the Western Roman Empire. All right, and this quote came to my mind earlier today while I was out and about in Babylon, and I immediately wrote it down. So the water, Yabashmal Shai, for allowing me to do this lesson. So I had looked it up, and I kind of found a few. There's a few different examples where this statement was made. I'm sure you brothers and sisters have heard this before, but in quotation, it says, Rome wasn't built in a day. All right. It says, is a adage attesting to the need for time to create great things. Now, right here is the origin, or as far as I got from it, it says it is the usual English translation of a medieval French phrase, Rome ni fut pas fayat tout in un jour. Excuse me if I mispronounced it. Okay. It says from the collection of li proverbe un vilain. Now I said, wait a minute. This looks like it says proverb. So I copy and pasted that, and come to find out that it's a poem titled, which means the proverbs of the common man. Okay. So I found that to be beautiful and spiritual as well. So there is a statement that is well known that Rome wasn't built in one day, but prophecy says that it will fall in 1 hour. So what I'd like to do real quick, let's go to Revelations 13, and in a nutshell, okay, we can read about this. All right. But actually what we really could do is actually do Daniel. Okay. Because Revelations 13 goes into it. So let's duplicate this. And let's just go to Daniel 7 really, really quick. Where's Daniel? Let's just do that real quick. Let's run down Daniel 7 really, really quick. It says the vision of the four beasts. It says Daniel 7. In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon. Okay, remember Babylon overtook who? Judah. Okay, when you read the book of Jeremiah, it goes into it because in the Assyrian captivity, they took down who? The northern kingdom. So in Jeremiah's time during Babylon, they came after what? The southern kingdom. And then Daniel, okay, was a great man in this empire. And it says Daniel had a dream. It says in the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed. Then he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters. Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of the heaven strove upon the great sea. And four great beasts came up from the sea. Now, these beasts represent empires. Okay, they represent empires. And I also took the time out. Where is it? Right here. I took the time out, and I also pulled up Daniel, the 2nd chapter. So Daniel, the 2nd chapter, and Daniel, the 7th chapter are both a timeline. Now, I'm going to read it quick. I'm not going to speed through it, but I just want to get to the Roman Empire for edification for this lesson, because even though we may know it, there can be some brothers and sisters that are new in the faith, which call Lo Yabashim Shai. You know, I was once new in the faith, and lessons like these are very edifying. So I don't want to speed through it without at least edifying the church on the matter. So now that I said that, let's go back into it. And Daniel 7, it says, and four great beasts, or four great empires, came up from the sea, diverse one from another. Right. There were different nations. Okay. Because look, when you go into the statue, You got the Babylonians, the Media Persians, Greek Empire, Roman Empire, end times, which ultimately is what? Babylon the Great, including NATO and the EU. This is why it says iron and clay. Iron representing the military, clay representing the weak political, economic, and financial structure that Esau Edom is ruling under. Okay. Now, going back, it says the first was like a lion. Okay. It was like a lion. This is why in Jeremiah 4:7, it says the lion has come from his thicket, speaking about the king of Babylon. Okay. So this lion, all right, is the Babylon and had eagle's wings. Now, remember, it was the Assyrian Babylonian Empire. Okay. Because the Assyrian and Babylonians waged war. And then, if I'm not mistaken, the Babylonians absolved the Assyrians with the help of the Medes. I was doing some research on that last night, and I'm actually going to go further into it. It says, I beheld till the wings thereof were plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth and made stand upon the feet as a man. Right, the Babylonian Empire, which the Babylonian Empire destroyed the temple. And remember, Esau Edom was there, and he helped. It says, the feet as a man, and a man's heart was given to it. And behold, another beast. So now after the Babylonian Empire comes what? A second like a bear. This is speaking about the Persian Empire, the Persians and the Medes. Okay. And it raised up itself on one side because the Persians were more stronger than the Medes. And it had 3 ribs in its mouth. Now the 3 ribs are Babylon. I believe it's Babylon, Egypt, and Lydia. Excuse me. I apologize if I'm not pronouncing it correctly. I haven't gone into this for a little while, but this is why lessons like these are good, because you want to refresh yourself, just like Revelations 13. You want to refresh yourself on these. So for me to talk about Rome, I have to go into the history. Okay. Yes. Can I just go to Rev 13 and go into it? Yeah. But there are younger brothers and sisters in the faith that need this edification. Okay. So you can have other lessons when you go more in depth. Right now, I'm focusing on the Roman Empire, but to get there, we got to go through these empires to get to that one. So when it's saying it lifted up itself on one side, that's speaking about the Persian Empire being stronger, and the 3 ribs are 3 regions that they defeated. Okay, Babylon, Egypt, and I believe it's Libya, right in that region. And it says in its mouth, because it devoured it, mouth of it between the teeth of it, and they said thus unto it, arise, devour much flesh. Right, because the Persian Empire was very vast, very strong, and very conquering. Watch the movie 300. It says, after this I beheld, and lo, like a leopard. Now we know this is talking about Alexander the Great, Alexander the Greek, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. Speaking about the 4 generals, or the 4 major generals, you had Cassander, Ptolemy, Laomedon, and was it Epiphanes? Cassander, Laomedon, my English is terrible. Cassander, Ptolemy, Seleucus, and the Epiphanes. Okay. And it says this is why it was given to the 4 generals. This is why you have the 6th Syrian war. Remember, this is why it says to know the mystery, you gotta know the history. It says the beast had also the beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it. Here it is. Here's the Roman Empire. After this, I saw in the night vision, and behold, a 4th beast. This 4th beast is talking about the Roman Empire, the same Roman Empire that they said wasn't built in a day. Okay, so I had to read all that to get to this. I could have just went there, but it's good to go over these scriptures. Okay, over the history. So back in Daniel, right? It says, after this I saw in the night vision, and behold, a 4th beast, dreadful and terrible. This is Esau, just like this is Esau. The leopard is the Edomites, and this beast is the Edomites. Okay, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, great iron age. Look, and it had great iron teeth. Okay, because just like when you look at now, how did Esau have the advancement on other nations? Like the movie Last Samurai, with Tom Cruise. How did the Ammonites defeat the samurai? Because Esau came over there with rifles, gauntlet guns, and cannons. Okay. Just like back then. How did the Roman Empire defeat other nations? Well, they were still using wood and sticks and, arrows, when the Romans were using, iron shields and iron swords, and great military tactics. Okay. And it says it devoured and break in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns going into the region, which the 10 horns is the same region that NATO and EU is at today. Okay, the same region where ancient Rome is the same region where NATO and EU is today. Very spiritual. So what I want right here is just this Roman Empire, because right here is Babylon. Matter of fact, let's actually read this, because it goes from Rome to Babylon. And let me show you how it goes from Rome to Babylon today. It says, I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn. This little horn is talking about America. It says, before whom there were 3. So before this horn that Daniel saw, there were 3 other horns. Now, the 3 horns that Daniel saw was the British, the French, and the Spanish. Okay. And the British, the French, and the Spanish are also one of the 7 heads in Revelations 13. I pray I'm not going too fast, but to talk about Rome, I just have to go into these scriptures. Okay. And it says, so this is what it says, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. They were plucked up by war. The Spanish, Indian War. What was it? The Spanish War. Let's just do this. Jeez, we got to do it. Where else we got to be today? Spanish American War. See, you got the Spanish American War. Then you got the French Indian War, I believe it's called. The French and Indian War. And then you got the American Revolution, which was British American War. See, which is why you have the 4th of July. Okay, see, the Americans. Okay, so these are the 3 wars that it's going into that Daniel saw. All right, so I'm just making these quick points before I can go to my initial lesson. Okay, so going back, Daniel 7. Okay, and it says, and I considered the horns, the rulerships, and behold, there came up among them a little horn. Right, 13 colonies. The 13 colonies. Okay, and the 13 colonies waged war against who? Britain. And the 13 colonies came from the Brits, right? Edomites, before whom there were 3. This is why you had the Louisiana Purchase from the French. This is why you had the Manifest Destiny. Okay, this is all the establishment of Babylon today. It says, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things. Right now, really, really quick, Revelations 13. Okay, this is why it says a dragon, what to say, as a lamb and a dragon. So now, real quick, let's jump all the way down. Okay, and let's go right here. Look, the beast from the earth. Okay, Revelations 13:11. Just real quick. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. This is talking about Babylon. Okay. And he had 2 horns like a lamb and spake as a dragon. 2 horns representing 2 different democratic parties, just like Rome, plebeian, patrician, Democrat, Republican. Okay. And him speaking as a dragon is the draconian nature, very dreadful, that everybody has to abide by. And we see that time and time again, but we're seeing that increase on a high level because of prophecy. Okay. Now it says, look, this is the point. And he exercises all the power of the first beast. The first beast that he's exercising power is the Roman Empire. So Babylon the Great is the Rome revival. And there's much history that compares Rome, Rome compared. See, look, I didn't even have to type too much. Rome compared to America. No, really, are we Rome? No, seriously. How is Rome and U.S. similar? The Romans held cultural events, built and stocked libraries, and provided healthcare. I mean, there's so much. I don't want to do this lesson based off comparing how Rome is Babylon in fine detail, but I'm showing you with scripture. But there's so much information from fast food to social media, the sports. I mean, you brothers, you know it. Okay, we go into this time and time again. All right, look, is America based off Rome? Absolutely. Many modern societies have borrowed some aspects of ancient Roman thought. Boom, perfect. Here it is. And he, Babylon, exercises all the power of the first beast, the Roman Empire, before him, and causes the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, the Roman Empire, whose deadly wound was healed. See, Rome fell, right? The Western Roman Empire fell. Esau went into what you would call exile, okay? So he had a deadly wound, but it was healed through Babylon's conception, Daniel 7 and 8. See? So they were healed. So we are now living in the Rome revival. So now that I got that out the way, okay, now that we're up to speed, that we understand that Rome is here today in the essence, in the spirit, okay, living through Babylon the Great, understand that even though Rome wasn't built in a day, but this Roman Empire will fall in one, okay? As much as it took Babylon to reach its pinnacle and its success, all right, this modern Roman Empire, even though it wasn't built in a day, it will fall in a day, okay? Babylon will fall in a day, and it's going to be through the third woe, okay? And right now we are witnessing Babylon use and having the same characteristics which caused Rome to weaken, okay? Stretching out its military, the finances, all right, things of that nature. You see, the Roman Empire basically was killing itself through greed. That's like Esau today. What is that? Habakkuk. I'll keep Revelations there. I kind of want to keep Daniel up. I was in Daniel 5. The Spirit has it. We'll go into it. But let's get Habakkuk 2 real quick just to make this point, okay? Habakkuk 2. You know, this thought just came to mind. There's a saying, Rome wasn't built in a day, but the Bible says, the scriptures say through prophecy, it will fall in 1 hour. So how beautiful is that? All the riches, all the glamour, okay, all the pride, all the murder, okay, all the excess, you know, all this time it took to build this up, and the Lord is just going to, just like that. So this is Habakkuk 2 and 5. It says, let's just start at 4. It says, behold, his soul, Esau's spirit, right? Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him. Okay. Esau, Edom is not right. Okay. Esau, Edom is not right at all. It says, but the just, the Israelites, the elect, but the just shall live by his faith. And we live by faith that Yahweh B'Shem Shai gave us. Okay. Has given us. See, it says, yea. Oh, well, speaking about faith and giving us like in Ephesians, well, when we go into the New Testament, Paul, had to write letters to the saints in where? Rome. Okay. We're in Rome all over again. We're in Rome all over again. This is why we've been Hellenized. Don't they say, when in Rome, do as the Romans? But the Lord said, when you go into a land, don't do as they do, It says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, his philosophies, his ideologies, his opinion, his beliefs. He is a proud man, right? Just like the Romans were very proud, okay? Esau, Edom even has a shirt. It says, don't make us three-peat. It's a World War III shirt. Tell me this ain't pride, okay? Tell me this ain't pride right here, okay? America, three-peat World War champions. See that? Look, back-to-back World War champions. This is pride, okay? This is pride. But what they don't know is in this third woe, right? Let's get that real quick. In this third woe, which it says the third woe cometh quickly, the third woe is where Rome will fall and never rise again. Esau will fall and never rise again. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. So the third woe is coming less than 100 years from the second woe. And woe means destruction. Woe, woe, two, woe, woe, three. Right? So in the third woe, it is prophesied for Babylon, Rome, okay, Nineveh, okay, to fall and never rise again. You see? But here, through their pride, it said, Proud Boys, right? Okay, the Proud Boys and their pride, they're telling you that they will be a three-peat defending champ. And real quick, since we're talking about pride with your proud self, all right, let me choose my words. I believe it's Jeremiah 50, but if it's not, it's Jeremiah 51. Look at this. Look at this. Matter of fact, I got to read this. Let me see first. Is it in this one? Oh, man, I have to read all this. Ooh, there's so much. Okay. Ooh, look, Jeremiah 50:32. And the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all round about him. See? So Babylon, right? The great Roman Empire, the great Rome revival, it is prophesied for them to fall by a third woe, and it's going to burn with a fire, and it's going to devour the cities round about. Now, since I'm speaking about pride, I got to go back to Jeremiah 50, but real quick, Jeremiah 51. Babylon judged for sins against Israel. Well, when did Babylon burn? When did Babylon burn? Because I was just holding Daniel 5. Daniel 5 shows you the transition of power from Babylon to the Persians. And as Elder Apostle Har has always said, it was with a precise strike. It was precision. Babylon didn't burn. The ancient Babylon didn't burn. So the prophecies that Jeremiah is prophesying about has not happened yet, meaning there is a Babylon that is here today, so these prophecies can be fulfilled. See? Very beautiful to know these things. Let's go down. Jeremiah 51. And man, there's so much. Where is it? Is it Jeremiah 49? Maybe it's Jeremiah 49. I got Jeremiah right here. Let me grab it. I know there's one where it says, I am against thee, O thou most proud. Yeah, Jeremiah 50. Oh, okay, I was in the right chapter. Beautiful, because there's a lot of points to hit. There's actually a lot to talk about in this chapter. Jeremiah 50:31. Check this out. It says, Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud. I am against thee, O thou most proud, saith the Lord power of hosts, for thy day is come. See, Rome wasn't built in a day, but it will fall in one. Rome wasn't built in a day, but it will fall in one. All right. So you can talk all that mess. You can print all them t-shirts and those tight ass caps. It ain't gonna matter. Okay. It says, I am against thee, O thou most proud, saith the Lord power of hosts, for thy day is come. Isaiah 47 says they didn't lay this to heart. The time that I will visit thee, and the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all round about him. Right. Okay. So I was right there. I didn't see that. See? So the scriptures talk about how the Lord is going to bring judgment to this Babylon, how the Lord is going to bring judgment to this Rome revival, and it's going to fall in a day. Jeremiah 50:23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? It says, how has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? And I was looking, it was spiritual because the Pentagon, it's shaped like a hammerhead. If you look up a hammerhead and you look at the way the Pentagon is shaped, it's just like a hammer. Just my observation. I was looking at it. Let's see, what else do we got? Jeremiah 15:22. A sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. So there's great destruction coming. Now there was something that I wanted to read up here. Now let's see, what do we got? Let me see. Okay, where? No, I don't want that. Oh, there was something about the north. Let me see. For out of the north shall come. Yeah, but it said Babylon. Just give me a moment. I don't got nothing written down. Right here. Check this out. So check this out, okay? Let me get this brother's precept, and then I want to read something because the spirit has been having me go into Babylon lately, and well, actually Babylon coming against us in the actual ancient Babylon days. Humble servant 007. It says Obadiah 1 and 3. The pride of the Romans, the pride of Esau, the pride of his spirit, the pride in his mind, right? The pride of thy heart has deceived thee, thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rock. See, he is deceived. This is why he says, don't make us 3P. This is why they make these statements. This is why Rome carried itself in this pompous manner, okay? Because the Lord allowed Esau, Edom to get these victories. See? Because remember, it says the Most High ruleth in the kingdoms of men. It says, thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Right. Just like the Babylonians were saying that. And then what happened? The writing on the wall, many tickle. Okay. And Esau, you have been found wanted. All right. Now check this out. Jeremiah 50 and 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. Wait a minute. Babylon was in the north country when they came against us. When you start in Jeremiah, the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th chapter, Jeremiah is constantly saying that there is an army coming from the north. That was talking about literal Babylon. Because remember, Babylon absolved the Assyrian Empire from that was north of Israel, then came down, okay, upon us. See, when you look at it on a map, let me just do that real quick. I don't want to make this too long, but hey, edification's edification. I got it right in my possession, but I got to put it on here for you, brothers and sisters. Bible map of Israel, and let's just do Babylon. Let me just see what comes up. Okay. I need a wider map than that. This one could work. This will work. So right, see, look, Assyria. See, here's Israel. So what's north of Israel? Assyria and Babylon. But then you got right here's the I think the Saharan desert. So you can't. So Babylon couldn't go west straight to Jerusalem. They had to go up, then down. Oh, see, it was Lydia. I was correct, Lydia. All right, I was correct. So see right here. So Babylon went up, absolved Assyria, then came down. So in Jeremiah's days, when he was prophesying, he said an army is coming from the north, speaking about Babylon. See the red? But who's coming from the north against Babylon today? That's talking about Russia, okay? Magog. So let's go back. So right here, the north country, an assembly of great nations, Ezekiel 38, from the north country is talking about Magog, okay? Ezekiel 38, Russia, okay? So in this instant, this is talking about Russia. But in Jeremiah, Jeremiah 4, it's talking about literal Babylon. So who is coming against Babylon from the north? See, that's today. Babylon being America, north being Russia. War. And they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows, missiles, Isaiah 54, their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. See, Joel, the second chapter. Joel, the second chapter. Okay. See, so they're not going to return in vain, and they're going to destroy this place. Okay. In 1 hour. In fact, in 1 hour. So matter of fact, I'm going to end it there. There's a lot more information to get. I just, I wanted to touch on this. It was on my spirit. So let's get the 1 hour. Okay. Revelations 18. I believe I made all my points that I wanted. It was, like I said, it was just a thought that came to mind. See, Babylon is fallen, but Babylon's supposed to fall during the time of Jeremiah. That's how you got the Persian Empire. So why in Revelation is it talk about Babylon falling again? Why is John the Revelator talking about Babylon when John the Revelator is in the time of the Roman Empire? See, because there's a new Babylon. And when I was doing my research, even the scholars said that Babylon had to be Los Angeles, meaning it has to be America. Okay, so now let's go down. Look, she glorified herself, pride, proud. Okay, now let's go down to 1 hour, Revelations 18, and let's start at 16. It says, and saying, alas, alas, that great city, like Rome, right? Didn't it say? What is the saying? That Rome, what it says, watch this. It says, why is there a saying Rome wasn't built in a day? The expression Rome wasn't built in a day signifies that great achievements do not take shape overnight. Wait a minute, that's not true. It is true, but it ain't true. I say it is true in one aspect because the kingdom of heaven is a long journey, but in the kingdom being a long journey, overnight we will be the kingdom. Prophecy will be fulfilled of our greatness overnight when Babylon is destroyed and Yahushua comes back. Okay, so I say half truth. I give you half credit to that statement, but for edification, it signifies the great achievements, right? Going into the great city, the great Roman revival, Babylon the Great, the virgin daughter. We are in captivity here today. It says the great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. For in 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning. Wait, who saw the smoke of Babylon's burning back in the time of Jeremiah? Nobody, because that prophecy wasn't fulfilled. This is talking about a different Babylon. See? And we're in it. We're literally in it. You brothers and sisters, you're in Babylon right now. We are reading about a future event that's going to take place on the land mass where our feet are on right now. And cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city Rome, that great city Babylon, that great city Basra, that great city where Esau Edom allowed us to get rich with his Federal Reserve notes, wherein we were made rich, right? Arab money, all that had ships in the sea, import, export, by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour is she made desolate. Rome may have not been built in one day, but it will fall in one. And when it falls, we shall rejoice. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, has avenged you on her. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall the great city Babylon, the Rome revival, be thrown down and shall be found no more at all. Brakatah Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. Call Allah Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So I just wanted to do that quick lesson. I just wanted to touch on it. I was at work in Rome, right? Using wisdom and, just around people are talking and the statement came out, Rome wasn't built in one day. And I said, oh man, but in my head, this, scripture started coming to mind, but yeah, so Rome may have not been built in one day, but according to prophecy, it will fall in one. So I do pray that this lesson was edifying. I do pray this lesson was exhorting and comforting, and Yahushai's sheep were fed. And I'd like to say, Call Halayim La, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rachak Wadash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do rule well. Shabbat Shalom.